Hello, it is Friday, July 19th. I'm back on trail just, it's called Southfield, New York, or Tuxedo, New York. It's right on the border. Double Check and I stayed and shared a room at Tuxedo Motel, and just got back on trail, and I'm already going up. I took yesterday and spent the night at the motel myself last night, and the heat is brutal. I will tell you that, and the humidity. I think I mentioned before that there's a heat wave in all of the Northeast, so I am going ridiculously slow and steady up this hill. I'm not sure how many climbs I have. I'm not sure what the terrain is like today, but I have no choice but to go pretty slow. Make sure I have enough water. Yes, I do put electrolytes in my water. Many have asked me over the course of several videos, and I'm just seeing these comments that yes, I absolutely add electrolytes all the time. Either Propel or Pedialyte, those are the two go-tos, and certainly Gatorade when I'm in town and all that. So I'm going to keep climbing, but it's slow and steady. I've been on trail no more than 3 minutes, and I'm already sweating. So this is going to be fun. Okay, full disclosure time. Let me just get real with you right now. By the time you see this, I could be anywhere. So I will just be as precise as I can for the moment of where I'm at right now today, Friday, July 17th. There are a couple reasons why I stepped off and stayed at the Tuxedo Motel. The heat is insane, and actually I've touch base with texts with several hikers who are actually off trail for a couple days for that reason, and it's not such a bad choice. It's oppressive. More than that, I'm just, my mental space is just not where it should be to be doing this. It has a lot to do with everything, and I think I've done a lot of thinking yesterday while I was alone in the room. I'm not going to share everything about my life with you. That's most of it is not my story to tell. And there are a lot of people who have just a whole lot on their plates. But I'm no different. I have a lot on my plate at home. And, you know, the person who can just put that aside and compartmentalize that and just hike on without thinking of home is, I don't know, a robot, or I don't know, maybe that's what I should strive to do, but I don't. You've noticed, if you follow this channel, that I'm an emotional person. I cry a lot, but I don't cry at home off the trail nearly as much as on the trail, and I will attribute that to the physical exertion. And I mean, that just brings out a lot right from the core, being alone, not having people to bounce things off of, you know, in the moment. So, you know, there's a lot going on outside of my life on the trail, and in the last week or so, the last several days, that's where my heart has been. It's been really, really hard to keep putting one foot in front of the other out here. So my heart is weighing in, you know, it is with my home life, and it's breaking into a million pieces, and I'm just feeling very heavy. I'm feeling torn between needing to be somewhere else for other people and for myself, and also being here to benefit other people and benefit myself. And it's really a battle. And but I do know that I'm just not enjoying this anymore. It's very hard to find something positive about my days out here anymore, and that's just tragic. I feel like every step I take is bringing me further and further away from what I love about being out in nature and about this challenge that I put in front of myself. Every step forward is bringing me mentally backwards, and I'm not sure what to do about that. So I'm sitting on a rock, literally, you know, a mile in from the trailhead. There's someone coming. So I'm sitting on this rock, and surprisingly have not shed any tears today. It's oppressively hot, and it's a climb actually to get to where I am right now. I'm looking forward to getting to the Lemon Squeezer, which is up ahead, and Fingerboard Shelter, where I'll meet up with Stan the man from a couple weeks ago, and we'll hike together tomorrow. I forget where we're gonna land, Fort Montgomery or something like that. But I just want to be open with you, and here's why. You know, I could not say anything and just lead you to believe all is well and everything's going well and I'm making it to Maine. I'm just not thinking that's going to happen. It could, you never know, but I'm talking to you because I am aware that most of you watching are around my age, 92. And, you know, but, you know, you're not young, most of you. And many of you are contemplating attempting your own through hike. And the last thing I want to do is present this big rosy picture like, yes, you can do it. You know, it drives me nuts when parents will say to their kids, or when my parents would say to me, you can do anything. You can be anything you want to be. That's bullshit. Excuse my language, but it is. You know, if I wanted to be a prima ballerina, I would have been sorely disappointed. I just don't have that body for it. If I want to be a professional singer, I'm going to be disappointed because I don't have the voice. You know, there's limitations. You know, people only have a certain IQ or certain body types or personalities. You can't just do or be anything you want. You just can't. But you can try. You can try to be the best that you can be, and go for what you think you reasonably, realistically can achieve. And even if I stopped right now today, if I did, I'd be living on a rock in the middle of the woods, so that's not going to happen. But even if I just said, I'm done with the Appalachian Trail, right now today, I hiked just shy of 1,400 miles, and that's going to push me forward. I want to at least get that. Had I started at Springer Mountain in Georgia saying, I'm just going to hike and see what I got, you know, I'd have quit in the Smoky Mountains. I would have. I had a long range goal, and on one hand, I'm so close, you know, I'm in New York. I'll be in Connecticut, I think, in just a few days. And holy smokes, you know, there's a part of me that says, you've come this far, you're almost there. You got this. And the other part says, it's still 800 more miles from here. You know, it's easy for you, maybe, possibly, to be sitting looking at a screen and saying you're almost there. But almost there at 800 miles is 10 hours a day for, you know, at least 2 or 3 more months. I mean, it's a lot. That's a lot. And that's that much more time away from my personal life and the issues right in front of me that are just glaring. It's the big elephant in the room right now. So when I think about what to do, should I quit? Should I go home? Should I stay and push on? As I'm weighing those two things, I'm really looking at how it will benefit me, how it will benefit those that I love. And in the long run, what the heck difference does it make? And I want you to think of that if you attempt a through hike. You're going to have self-doubt. I was feeling that the other day on those climbs. I mean, in the heat, and taking a day off was the best thing I did, because I realized that it really is the heat that got to me, and the weight of my pack. So I lightened it, and that's why I'm out here. I didn't want to quit in a motel room. I want to get back in the woods, and at least if I decide to quit, I hate that word, but at least if I decide to stop this journey now or tomorrow or the next day or whatever, that I did it in the right place, you know, where I should, not in the Tuxedo Motel. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I'm walking very slow today. It's a bazillion degrees. It's really hot. Everybody who's passed me today is dripping sweat, and I think it's actually dangerous. It's the heat index is insane. I don't know. I'm told that the climbs are pretty much leveling out, all these big rock scrambles and stuff that I actually like, and I want to see how I feel with them with this lighter pack. That might boost my spirits, but I can boost my spirits all I want, and the fact remains there's stuff in my personal life that is tearing me apart, and it might just be time to stop. But I will obviously be as honest and transparent as I can with you the whole way. I always have been, and I will continue to do so. So tomorrow's video might show that I'm pushing on, and it might show me on a Greyhound bus. I don't know, but this is the reality of 80% of the people who attempt a through hike. And so here I am, as much as I've aspired my whole life to be above average, yet again, try is painfully average. And I'll take it. Painfully average is fine with me. Not done yet. Not done yet. I'm just sharing what's in my head. And that's all I can do. Being like less than a mile an hour. It is so hot. I haven't really timed it, but I would guess it's 1 mile an hour. I need a cold shower. I am beyond exhausted. It's so hot. Whew. There's a highway that within the hour could bring me home. Do I get off the trail then? Or do I stay? It's a big decision. Look what I see through the trees. Trail angels. With this heat and the water sources that are dried up, and what there is pond scum. Look at this, Cash. Ah. Wow, thank you, trail angels. Let's see, most of them look empty. This very well may be the last image of the Appalachian Trail for Try. I've come to this crossroads at Route 17 and I've called a taxi. It's close enough to New York City that I'm going to go back and visit my friends and think. Pop and Lolly are going to flip up to New Hampshire on Monday, and maybe I would join them. The fact of the matter is it's not just that I'm not enjoying this anymore, that's just a silly reason to leave, you know, anything in life. You know, you don't enjoy a job or you don't enjoy, you know, anything, you don't just quit. And this isn't a sudden decision. This isn't something that, you know, just 2 days ago I was miserable, so I'm done, or even today. It's been long going, so I'm going to get to New York. I'm going to sit and visit with trusted friends, and I will certainly come back and talk to you and let you know what happens. I'm kind of numb right now. I was sobbing just a little while ago. Shocker. Try crying. But yeah, every journey has an end, and I'll let you know if this is it or if I just need a few more days. We'll see.